好酒店。
谢谢，谢谢。So you can look how we can manage this. They put who had to manage Shanghai. Okay, that is relevant. Someone still familiar about this factory, but had never run the production. He is the planning. And here, maybe come already, right? I don't know where it is. And the city left already, and the Shanghai lockdown. What is this hell?
Well, it's pretty clear. Appreciate don't want to spend much money on plant managers, operations head.
Right, this is only tell me that you don't need the plant manager, you need the one operation head sitting there. And this guy's supposed to do all the action, all the job for this plant manager.
Right. Because Kaohsiung currently has no plant manager. Tianjin effectively has no plant manager. Taipei, I don't know how much Myron is doing as plant manager in Taipei. Xi'an, no plant manager. Shanghai, new plant manager.
Right. So if the plant
Budapest, always there.
It is not that important. I guess that this is quite a good job for the people, right? There's nothing to do, right?
Yeah, well, I was talking to Brian because he was saying his wife and daughter might be coming over here in October.
Oh, okay.
And, I was just asking, so how many home leave do you have in your new contract?
Oh.
3.
3 what? 3 days?
3 trips he can do to Australia in 1 year.
Okay, not too bad. It is not good.
It's a lot.
Oh, it's a lot, right?
If you're going to be plant manager, how are you going to go to Australia 3 times a year? Every quarter you're going to be gone for a week or 2 weeks?
No. If this is on your contract, just use it.
Yeah.
Don't worry. The people, they are all there, right? And if you ask what the Navy is doing now, it's not about 1 week, it's about 1 year. Factory can take over the job from CTO, I say,
definitely, yeah. He did it before acting. I think he was disappointed that he didn't get the role. Well, don't say out because then we got nobody in Q&A.
He's still can acting the role, right? You're the plant manager and acting the quality manager, okay? Whenever the customer audit, the customer complain, you are the person to answer.
Everything.
Yes.
So remember the last time we had with Bosch, the inspection documents on the line were signed off by the QA manager and signed off by operations manager. But both of them were Young, so the 2 things were the Young signature.
Actually, years ago, I had to ask, last year, 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, I don't remember. I had to ask whether if there's any chance to be relocated and take the next level job like the plant manager.
You?
Huh? Young.
Oh, Young.
I asked him whether he would like to take this.
Okay.
At that time, he told me very clear, say no.
Oh.
Yeah, he got the whole family here, and also his wife's parents also live there.
Oh, okay.
So they had to stay in Asia for quite a long time. It's not
Well, he was the Shanghai.
I know. This is the reason I asked him.
Right. Okay.
Right. I say that I'm not sure when it will happen, but I see that you are quite a senior on this position already, right? If there's any other opportunity, whether you would like to consider, I cannot guarantee you now, but he said no. Okay.
Yeah, it's a nice guy. Personally, I like him.
Yeah.
definitely.
Everybody got a
But
problem.
with, I think sometimes with flexibility, I think Yount is quite straight.
This is something we cannot avoid, right? He is quite, and also maybe this is part of the reason we like him.
Yes.
Quite straight and not trying to sneak in somewhere or hide something.
But I think it causes him problems sometimes because.
Yeah, of course.
But then he's trying to do the right thing. He's
Yes.
actually trying to do the right thing.
Right.
He's pissed Giancarlo off because a lot of the problems, in previous audits, we had high rail fails with Turin dice, Turin wafers, Turin issues, and they didn't want to deal with them. And then Yount was trying to push it, and Giancarlo didn't want to deal with it, and then it looked like Yount was the bad guy.
I think this is something right,
It is, yes.
What he can do, what else he can do?
But I think that would not work with Victor. It would be a problem.
Sometimes you need to make the kind of a decision. Right?
But no, very well educated, very cultural guy. Some of the missiles that have been flying over were maybe designed by Yount, so let's hope he did a good job. They fly straight.
Yeah. Now he's my daughter get a little bit worried.
Oh, okay.
She don't know whether
She wants to go back to the
flight
States.
will right.
Oh, she
Flight will be on
okay.
schedule.
Okay. She doesn't want to leave in a hurry.
And also hope that they can help you a little bit on this finance things. They moved to the new apartment a little bit far from the school.
I thought you bought that apartment.
Oh,
Oh, you only rented it.
I rented it.
Oh, okay.
Right. And my daughter now has a kind of income through this.
But can she still do that if she goes back to the States? The time difference will be big.
What she told me that she may do this during, I don't remember what she said, during the weekend or something, and do a little bit later or a little bit earlier. Try to.
Okay.
I don't know what exactly, but she told me that her, I don't know whether I should call them client or the student.
Students, I guess.
Student maybe, okay. Yeah, then you know that I say that they pay for you, right? then you still need to talk to them.
Right.
But she told me that they are quite love her.
Oh, okay.
Right? So someone they had pay 20 courses or 20 hours in one time. Right. Then she explained them she's going to move back, so only the time frame available is this. Then they say they're okay. So
okay.
I think that is this is a kind of a good advertise or good selling point. I really live there. Right. So whatever I told you, which is true, is correct. Right.
She could also look at a guy I know. His wife makes quite a good living from. She organizes students going to foreign universities, so she helps them with consultant.
Okay.
How you apply, how you do this, how you do that. She could look at doing some of that, not the whole thing, but
she don't like. She told me already.
Well, what she could do is some of them have, if your child is going to the States,
right,
your daughter could meet her at the airport,
right,
could help her find an apartment, this type of stuff, or even when she's there, the supermarket. This is, why it's different from Taiwan. You do this if you want to rent a car. You do this. Some people need their hands held.
Yes.
And if she can make some money from it, why not?
She told me she don't like this.
Okay.
It's not about these students. It's about those parents.
Okay.
She told me the parents, they are, not say terrible, but not terrible, but how do you say?
Scary, I guess.
Right.
It's hard. It's hard to
yeah.
translate that.
Right. It's you know, they are quite demanding. Right. They are worry this, worry that, and then blame everything to you. Right. I pay you for this, but we will do this, we will do that. Right.
Yeah.
Why this apartment you introduced to us, which is relevant $100 expense than the others? Right.
All she can do is just be very professional, and when she's finished the job, that's cut contact. If you need me to do something else, well then, this is the price for this. You asked me to find an apartment. You have an apartment. We're finished.
Very clear as the agents who is helping me when I'm in Germany. They put all these service items on the counter very clear. This is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right?
Otherwise, you never finish. No, I know, because here, in the past, when there was more expats coming to Taiwan, there was always companies trying to get local guides. So I could apply, and then, like I said, you meet them at the airport, you help them get a taxi, you help them introduce them to apartments, and how the supermarket works, blah blah blah. You pay your electricity bill, this type of stuff. Not so much now, because there's much fewer expats coming here. Or the other option is, I'm sure some of the students going to the US have minimal English.
Yes,
So she could help them.
Yes, at that point.
Do English lessons in your own timeline,
Yeah.
but
She
also online.
Also, she told me that she don't want to pick up the phone from those parents during the midnight. No,
Don't just have a service and that's
they
it.
ignore that, right? Just forget it.
Have a phone that's only for this business. Turn it off when you're finished. Turn it back on in the morning time.
And also, my son told me that he got a job in the cafeteria.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what he's going to do.
No more Uber.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not sure I told you that he bought insurance for his cat.
Oh, you were saying that, yeah. Very expensive insurance.
Yes. I don't know. Then I told him that you can, make money from whatever the way you want. I will get the part-time job in the university,
Right.
and you can do the TA, you can do whatever you can do. Then you can have some money, but please don't waste that, right? If you can help me, please, you can pay something to your education, not doing these stupid things.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive to keep both of them in the US. Food, apartments, vehicles, college fees.
For the one-time payment is okay. Vehicle, the car is one time. You spend it, right?
Right.
In the next 2-3 years, I'm not going to buy anything. And for the food, they can cook by themselves, so they can buy from the food from the supermarket, relevant cheaper, right? So yeah. But for the school fee, this is something you cannot say no. Right? Okay. Please. And also, especially for this few years, if they come one by one, it's relevant easy for me.
Right.
They all come in the same time, almost the same time period. So that's why I said next 4 years. So how about your children? Will they come? Would like to come to Kaohsiung before the school start?
If they wanted to come this week,
Again?
yeah, no. Maybe. Well, next week we're hopefully going on holidays. If my wife organizes something.
Where you go?
I don't know. She's talking about Nantou.
Salmon Lake.
Sunmoon Lake.
You mentioned this
Jiuzhu
Jiuzhu, this
Aboriginal Park. She also wanted to do the railway in Alishan, but I think it's probably impossible to buy tickets now.
I guess you are right. You're right. But that is not in Nantou. That is in Jiayi.
Right. She was talking. Well, we're gonna do this short tour.
Even though if you are not really able to have the ticket, you can see the schedule, but at least you can see this train.
Yes.
It's quite wooden outside.
Right,
you can have the photo.
Right. Because I think she was talking before, she didn't research it fully, but it looks like if you want to do the whole train, it's 10 hours or something.
No, not 10 hours.
But if you want to do the whole thing, like up the mountain, through the tunnels, and through the forest, and all this kind of stuff.
Of course.
Right.
Your children cannot.
No,
they are not going to walk that long.
Right. They're going to just, after 30 minutes of the train, okay, we're finished. Let's get off. It was fun.
No, this trip we're bringing you in the Alishan is about 3 or 4 hours.
Right.
You arrive there. And you need to have the hotel, stay one night, wake up super early to see the sunrise.
My kids wouldn't know interest, they're too young. Older. If they want to do a train, do a one-day train to Elan or Hualien or something like that. If they want to experience old type train, older type train.
No ticket already.
Probably.
Right. This is what my wife tried to book the ticket.
Oh yes.
They are still very young. I heard my wife they also sell the ticket for the what they call the Tengyu Pao. That means they serve you the breakfast or the lunch in the train.
Oh, okay.
Right, there's a special ticket,
Okay.
and you can I don't know where to go. Maybe go to the Yilan or the Hualien, right? And you can have the meal. But again, why I should have this kind of a box lunch in the train? I can just get off the train and have a nice restaurant, right? Enjoy the food.
Yeah.
But they say what they say was that this lunch is not a cheap one. It's quite a well organized Japanese style, whatever. I don't know what it is, but still
lunch on the train,
in the train.
Right. I'll see. I might not next week, week after, if we're here, I might bring them again and just take the high-speed rail here instead of driving down.
Oh, okay.
Because
Easy to use.
4 hours in the car listening to them. It's not easy.
But at least they are all good sitting in their chair, right? This is children's chair.
If they stay sitting in their chair and they start fighting, blah blah blah. They're okay if they fall asleep. But it's difficult to get them to fall asleep. Yeah, last time from here all the way back to Taipei, my son fell asleep around about the exit for Lancha.
Oh.
Then he didn't want to get up. Well, yeah, he fell asleep for the last 10 minutes of the journey.
Oh.
This is going back, so.
Yeah, again, this is not easy to keep them or hold them on the chair for 4 hours, right?
Oh, look, it's going to be 4 hours. It's going to be more. Just sleep. You're tired. Nope. And finally, couldn't stand it anymore. We're almost home. Falls asleep. Then you park the car. Okay, get up. Oh, stay here. Stay here.
Okay, I see you tomorrow morning.
finally today, one of its front teeth fell out. So he's just 8 years old now. So normally children, the front teeth, top ones.
Okay.
But he's probably a year too late. But
whether you also want to keep this, put it under the bed or
no, we purposely said I'm not giving them money for their teeth because it tends to encourage children to pull their teeth out. So his tooth was loose for probably a month, maybe even 6 weeks now, and then slowly.
Okay.
And finally today.
It's a good day.
It was a good day. He was very
milestone.
Happy. Right, he was very happy because he couldn't eat stuff with his front teeth for a long time.
Another image, right? The time flies. Now it's 8, right? And next time when we talk, maybe they are 18 already.
Right. Time is flying out because my daughter yesterday, my wife took her to get her school uniform because she's starting elementary school. Wow.
Right.
Not so long ago we were buying diapers and milk formula. Now buying school uniforms.
Even I was in there quite a lot to travel the business trip, but I still, get a chance to collect this kind of a memory. Get them to the elementary school, get them to go to the high school, right? And the Taiwan, the style is that you needed to buy this kind of stuffs, right? Uniform, everything, the shoes.
Taiwan, luckily, the uniform stuff is extremely cheap.
Yes.
Compared to even Ireland. I remember going to, in our elementary school, most elementary schools, no school uniform. Wear whatever you like. When you go to high school, school uniform. But in the beginning, they were very expensive.
Even now, here is that it depends. For the private school.
I guess, yeah.
Right.
School.
It depends, right.
Yeah, for her, she has a dress. I think a dress was like 400 NT or 450 NT. It's like, okay, fine, no problem.
Right.
My wife said, "Oh, I want to get a bigger one then because she won't grow so fast and she can wear it longer." 400 NT, just I wanted to fit so properly.
Yeah. But just a little bit. They are growing very fast, right? But you need to hold this at least for one semester or 1 year.
Right. But the girls' clothes there are mostly white and very light colors, so I'm sure
got some spot.
Right. It will be very long before.
I still remember when I was young, and I always got a spot here or there, right? Because we need to have these the Chinese characters, right? Writing in the ink, right? So there's no one is clean. Then the first year, my mom complained a little bit. Next year, she just gave it up. Right? Whatever I give to you, the next day you come back, it will be always this. So she only makes sure there's nothing broken. Right? Just again, I don't care. You have the spot.
Yeah, I remember when we were in high school, in the beginning, it was in the town, there was only one store that was authorized to sell a uniform for this high school.
Good business.
Good business, because it had a special, the logo was imprinted already, and a special color and all this kind of stuff. So it was very expensive. And then finally the parents complained, and finally they said, okay. At that time, the color was brown. So you could buy any brown jumper, any cream-colored shirt, any brown-colored trousers. You don't have to buy, especially from this shop.
color may not be exactly the same, right? This is,
Once they released, so it wasn't just one store, lots of other stores had the same color, so everyone was almost the same, pretty much exactly the same, but at probably 20% of the cost of the original place. 80% off.
80% off.
Right. The original one was very expensive.
Yep. You know, over this during this weekend, the only thing in my mind was that why I still need to stay in hotel during the weekend.
Oh yeah, you went to
Sheraton.
Sheraton. How was it?
Huh? Not yet.
Oh, this
week. This week.
Okay. And last weekend you were also in the hotel here.
Right. For me, was that why I didn't stay in the hotel? Well, yeah, of course, for my daughter, my son, this is something as your children, right? This is very different. This is something special for the summer, right? We can go for the hotel, we can use their facility, we can spend the time there.
You could consider, take a look, or maybe if your wife has time, take a look at Taichung, because the last time I was trying to find hotels using the points, and I couldn't find anything.
Okay.
But actually in Taichung, there's a lot of hotels that are very reasonably priced.
I do check, right? Actually, in the website you can search by the location.
Yeah.
So I just choose, you can use your points, and for whole Taiwan,
right,
which hotel is available.
It's always Sheraton Hsinchu.
Or Taipei.
Or Taipei,
right.
yeah.
Only Hsinchu, Taipei. Then the others, they give you a discount in Yilan, and also Daxi.
Last time I checked, there was another option. It wasn't. It was one of the sub-brands of Marriott. I can't remember what it was. It was similar to the 4-point Sheraton, but it was the Marriott version of the 4 points. It was like a low-cost.
You mean Lingpo one?
I can't remember what it was called, but
4 point, right? 4 point.
4 point was the Sheraton version,
okay,
but there was also Marriott had some under brands as well. Yeah, I did the same as you, just put Taiwan in the dates and use points.
Then I told my wife, said that there's only Hsinchu is available, whether you guys want to go. Then my daughter said, why not? That's a staying hotel. Okay, good.
But check on, what I checked last time was Agoda or one of those websites, not for using points, for paying. And it seems like Taichung has a lot of nice hotels that are very reasonably priced compared to, you know, if you go more south, it gets expensive. If you want to stay in Nantou, it gets very expensive. But Taichung was actually, seems to be very reasonably priced.
Right. We did this.
Okay.
Right, one time. And the reason is the same. We don't want to stay in Nantou, in some lake area.
It's very expensive for nothing.
Right.
Yeah?
Then this is about a 2 hours drive only. We can wake up a little earlier, then we can leave. And the comments from my son was that, look at here, we can use the lodge. Mom, the hotel you book, the breakfast is it's very local one. It's not that good, right? This is a 5-star. Where we go is, which is look at the lodge, right? This is not that busy, not that crowded, and relevant quiet. And you can have whatever you want and easier, right? And they also service you some egg food, right? Then.
Oh, one thing we should be aware of here. I was asking Rita because I was asking her if the contract here is the same as the contract for the Sheraton. Well, she says it is. So at holiday times of year, this place could be much more expensive.
Oh yeah, she told me already.
Right.
Then I said I pay myself.
Well, why? Because if it's, you know, when Savannah's coming, it could be more expensive, and we don't know. Not at the weekend. what I mean is like, you know, around 10/10 holiday, around Christmas time, around whatever festivals might be happening. This could increase the price a lot.
With the customer, there's no reason, right? The company can pay.
Right, but we still need to ask for an exemption.
Yeah. Well, with the customer, I will say it very clear. We need to stay with them here.
But even you, if you're staying the weekend, if you send an email to Larry and he approves one time, you can use that email forever.
Oh,
just make it more.
And again, it's not big differences, right? What the retail told me is about the $280 differences, $300. Well, of course, it's not that the special days, right?
But especially because I know the Sheraton in Taipei can go up to 8,000-9,000 per night.
Oh,
yeah, when there's something special happening.
谢谢。